Hello, hello. I know what you're thinking. You saw the title, and you probably think I am about to give you some type of like romantic advice, relational advice, but I'm not. This is something that I consider a little more deeper. Why men walk away. So something happened, something significant just happened a couple of days ago, which made me actually want to share with the world, and also kind of get some feedback on your perspective. So, I'm Lishay. I am the woman behind RebuildHer, brand new brand. Um, Super excited about it. So, for Thanksgiving, I went back home to Missouri. So, I currently live in California, but I'm from Missouri. I'm from the Midwest. And keep in mind that I am daddy's little girl, always have been, always will be. I have not seen my father in like 2 years. I haven't been back to the Midwest in 2 years. So I'm there. I'm excited about it. I'm there for 8 days. I get to see my father. I get to see my family. I get to see my nieces. And honestly, um, I am the type of person when I am working on something, I don't always share my journey with everybody because you have to be careful, right? There's always going to be naysayers. And believe it or not, the people that are the closest to you, they actually hold weight. So if they say something that is against what you're trying to accomplish, that affects you, whether you realize it or not. However, my dad has always been my number one cheerleader. And I consider myself blessed because I know a lot of women who have never even had their father in their life. So, anyways, I'm back home. It's my first day there. I've only been there for, a couple hours. And obviously, he wants to know what's the latest news. Like, what entrepreneur journey am I on now? So I'm talking to him about Rebuild Her. It's in school. I haven't launched it yet, but I pretty much had all the modules set up. I'm showing him the modules. And in the middle of it, he just ups and leaves. He's like, okay, hold on, walked away. Because I now in 2025 know whose I am, I belong to the Lord, Jesus Christ. Um, I know my identity, right? I didn't sweat it, but obviously, yeah, it's like I couldn't pretend that that didn't happen. So I wonder, why is it in the middle of this? And I'm talking about the credit part, right? So, like the community, I talk about rebuilding credit, I talk about mindset, and I talk about entrepreneurship. So, I'm just at the beginning of it, and he walks away. So, I'm like, that's interesting that he just walks away. And I wasn't going to press it right, never came back around to it. But in my mind, I was like, if I was talking about a bunch of BS sells, right? Okay, whatever. Moving right along to 2 days ago. Um, I'm hanging out at a place that I frequent somewhat often, and there's a particular guy that I consider a friend, I guess you would say. He doesn't know like my personal life, but I talk to him a lot about like my entrepreneur journey and the different things that I'm doing because he seems to be intrigued by it. So I tell him about Rebuild Her, and he had all of these questions, and so I pull up the school app. I start showing him the modules so he can better understand. And guess what he did? He got up and walked away. He's like, "Oh, I'll be right back." And so I'm like, So I called him out. I was like, That's very interesting that you are doing the exact same thing that my dad did. This is not coming from a place of hurt. Not this time around, because I know whose I am, right? This is not coming from a place of hurt, but I just wanted to call him out on it. Number one, when I show him the first module, which is onboarding, there is a picture of women, multicultural. So there's a black woman, there's a white woman, there's an Asian woman, and there's a biracial woman. When he saw that, the first thing he said to me was, "Oh, so it looks like you're only catering to black women." And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? I purposely put this here so women will know that you all are welcomed, right? Whomever connects with me, that's who I will attract. But it doesn't matter what color you are. It's what journey are you on, right?" So that was the first kind of like red flag that was very strange to me. And then he said, "Oh, but you don't have someone with blonde hair." And I'm like, "Okay." But, anyways, he walked away. And so the reason I'm recording this, because I've been kind of thinking about that since that happened. I started to question, why do men walk away, right? Like, my dad has always been number one cheerleader. This is the guy that's always asking about my entrepreneur journeys, my aspirations, my goals. He's always been super intrigued by it, always been very present. And then all of a sudden, again, it's so significant because I was talking about the credit part of it, just like I did with my dad, and that's when he walked away. So I thought, So I'm on here to basically tell you that when you are growing, sometime, even if it's someone that's very close to you, even if it's your family member, they cannot comprehend where you are going. They don't understand it. Their brain doesn't even think, doesn't even have the capacity to think as far as where you're headed and the steps that you've taken. And so that's what it is. You should never take it personal. You should take that as a green flag to keep pushing, keep moving, keep grooving, keep crushing your goals every single day, no matter what. Because let's be real, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, throughout my journey within the last couple years, one thing that I noticed, so I moved to California. So I got to see the world from different lenses. And one thing that I noticed was, and I'm not speaking for all of my family, but every time I accomplish something, the people who have, number one, supported me, the people who have been like my cheerleaders that heard me out, that gave me feedback, were strangers. Complete strangers. Why is that? Do you ever wonder that? Put it down in the comments if you have feedback on, why do strangers support you more than your family or the closest people to you? I don't get it. And I don't look at things as like, oh, somebody's hating or whatever. I don't view things like that, even though people do hate. I don't see it that way, right? Not this particular scenario, but it's like, it's almost as if like, when you accomplish something, it's like they're acknowledging, and celebration is kind of like, oh, okay, congratulations, right? When you have these strangers like, yes, let's get it, go girl, what's next, keep, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. So my message to you is, don't be offended when you are not supported by the people that are closest to you. Keep moving, keep checking off that to-do list, especially if you plan on being wealthy, right? If you're going to be wealthy, if you plan on being wealthy, that is a journey that you definitely have to hang with like-minded people. You have to have like-minded people around you. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure you will fail. I looked at this in hindsight and said, wow. So those two men that walked away, that left the room, if you will, all they did was leave room for me to continue to grow, to continue to prosper, to continue to spread my wings, to continue to bring value to the world. So, you, talking to you, don't stop. Don't stop if you get enough. Keep going and find your people. Find your people who are going to support you. And number one, the people that are going to hold you accountable, because accountability is huge. So, anyways, I'm going to end this. Women, if this resonated with you in any way, I have a link in my bio for my school community. It is totally free. I would love for you to join us and upgrade your life, right? What can happen? It's free. Come on now. And again, comment if this resonates with you, if you have any feedback, if if it's relatable, if you have experienced that, and also kind of like how you dealt with it, like what was your coping method of moving forward and growing, and those that are the closest to you not being there to authentically support, whether it's intentional or it's not. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing day.